Hi guys, I'm back. It's naturally me. Well, I want to just kind of review what's happened in the last week in El Paso and Ohio. And I want to just extend my regard as a member of the family of man. I just want to absolutely say that um, this is a part of a family that continues to give us challenges. This is an emotion in families that we continue to see as um, something that we continue to have to combat, continue to have to work at. How does one face hatred? Certainly not by responding with hatred, but with responding with light. It is light that causes the darkness to flee. Now the families, our family, um, who have been impacted personally by this tragic loss and this senseless act of hatred manifested, well, not they're grieving, they're hurting. So as a member of the family of man, I encourage you to do what you can one on one, embracing your fellow man in the way that they need you to embrace them. Last time I discussed, the impact, the need to feel that you belonged. And I can't help but think that these people that create these or that do these acts want to belong, and they've been told by people um, in leadership that they do not belong. And it's very sad, and now it's manifested in this way. Even in our day-to-day comings and goings, even in our workplaces, I know that I've experienced some things that are subtle. In our workplaces now, these things are very subtle. These acts of how a person deeply feels, contrary to what America was built on. Manifests itself in several different ways. This is part of the reason why I have decided to take advantage of my early retirement and hopefully impact this thing and come at it from a different angle. Because when you're caught up in the moment and you're in it, you can't actually see what can be done positively. But you're tempted to then respond to hate with hate. And we have so many insecure people in high positions. I'm sure people watching have come in contact with people that you know in your workplace, that are your supervisors, that are people that kind of oversee what you're doing. And they can see the gift that God has put in you. They can see the success that is coming your way, and they are determined and led by their negative feelings to cause that hope to be erased, what they think they have power over. But at any rate, I just want to encourage and inspire people that we know that they're out there. We know the hate that is being conjured up, and we know. the best way to combat that hate is not to respond in hate. We had lots of people in our history, lots of people that endured much to give us that message that hate is not the way, that weighing everything out, and sometimes there's not time to weigh everything out. We all know that. Sometimes there is an opportunity for a person to respond in another way. But I implore you to don't allow anyone to steal that valuable peace that's within, that gift within you that allows you to continue to breathe and continue to heighten your aspirations and to minimize that, and if you can, put it to the side. I've really observed, even in interactions, in public places, in grocery stores, in places that you might have to go to do business, there is such a spirit of people's disposition and their outright abruptness and just behaviors that were not acceptable before, and now what's right is wrong, and what's wrong is right. And I just implore you to continue to hold on tight. If you recall the last video, I said that everything is fighting against us to try to take away those things that we know are the values and the morals that were built here in America, that in God we trust. Those things that we know to be near and dear to us. We must not forget those things, and we must participate in being part of the human family. We must encourage each other. We must acknowledge people's presence, because right now there's so much coming against those that the negative forces would want not for them to be acknowledged. Acknowledge everybody. Say hello to people. Smile, smile, smile. You don't know how many times people do not see a smile in their life that day until you come along and smile. Be sincere. Try sincerity. If you've tried other things, try transparency. And try to go against the waves that's happening right now. See how that works for you. Now, see if pushing your way through this makes you stronger. Family of man. Family of man. You count. And you have power beyond words. You have power beyond words and wild imaginings. Hold on to those things that are near and dear and right. And even enhance those things by adding your own individual gifted touches to making someone feel like they're welcome, to making someone feel like they are something. Who are you to be great? Who are you not to show your greatness? Why is your greatest fear not to to be great when there's something inside that is pushing you to greatness. Try that 5-second rule, counting that down. That's working for thousands of people. And it's something this lady just tried because she had lost her job. They were depressed. They were losing, their finances were in shambles, and she wanted to stay in bed. And one day she decided that she is going to get up from that bed and begin to deal with and face her issues. Those things that she had procrastinated on. What is it that you're procrastinating on? And I want you to know that that 5-second rule works. It worked for me to do this. Yeah, it worked for me to do this, to begin this YouTube channel. And I'm not really thinking about the views right now. I'm thinking I have challenged myself, and I've met the challenge. And this is just the beginning. What is it that you are challenged on today? Think about that and move. Bye, family.